Okay, hello, good afternoon, everybody. Okay, can you hear my voice? Can I?
Yes.
All right, awesome. Okay, so sorry for having class on Saturday because we need to keep up with the syllabus. Okay, and for those who just came back from band practice, teacher hope you are okay lah. Okay, never mind, you can watch the recording later. Okay, so I already record, so I will upload in YouTube later, so you can watch in YouTube later. Okay. So are you guys ready to start the class? Okay, if you are ready, can you raise up your hand? Okay, all right, awesome. Okay, so today we are going to sorry, masih batuk. Okay, so today we are going to learn the very important thing in our body. Okay, very important thing in our body. So can anyone guess what are we going to learn today? Today we are going to learn about what? Comment. Cheng. Tulang. Okay, tulang. Okay. So today we are going to learn about our support system. The system that support our internal organ, that support our movement, that support all the things in our body. Okay. So we are going to see the textbook. So please be ready with your textbook and also your notebook. Okay, wait. Wait 1 minute. Okay, can you guys see? Can I? All right. So today we are going to enter into chapter 14, which is support and movement in humans and also other animals. Right? So support and movement. Okay, so in this chapter, we are going to see the types of skeleton. So at the end of this lesson, you must be able to list the types of skeleton. So there are 3 types. If you can see here, hydrostatic, exoskeleton, endoskeleton. So that is the 3 type of skeleton. Skeleton ini bermaksud tulang lah. Okay, skeletal. Skeletal system or skeleton. Okay, and you must be able to state or explain the importance or necessity of skeleton system in human and animal. What are the importance? Right? Okay, next 14.2, we are going to see we are going to identify the bones that form the human skeletal system. So we are going to see all the names in all our bones, right? In human. Next, the characteristic of the type. Okay, characterize the type of vertebrae. Vertebrae ialah tulang belakang. So kalau kamu tali badan kamu, if you turn your body at the back, you can feel. So at the back, so at the back of the body is the backbone. Okay, tulang belakang. So tulang belakang itu kita panggil nama dia vertebrae. Okay, so animal yang ada vertebrae ni ada 5. Mammals, kan yang kamu belajar vertebrae, animal yang ada tulang belakang. So mammals, fish, birds, amphibians and and apa lagi satu? And human lah. Sorry. Mammal, amphibian, reptilia. Reptiles, fish and bird. So these are the 5 types of animal that has backbone ataupun that has vertebrae. So tulang belakang. So there are 3 types of vertebrae. Later we are going to see. Bukan 3 types. There are 5 types. 5 types vertebrae. Okay, next, compare and contrast between the types of vertebrae. So, apa perbezaan dan persamaan between all these vertebrae? Okay, tulang-tulang belakang ni, apa persamaan dia? Right, and then we're going to see also the human hinge joint. Okay, joint. Nanti kita akan tengok apa benda joint ni ya. Okay, and then 14.3, the mechanism of movement and locomotion. How human can raise up the hand. Kenapa human boleh angkat tangan? Kenapa dia boleh angkat kaki? Kenapa burung boleh terbang? Kenapa fish boleh bergerak? How fish can move left and right, left and right. How the grasshopper they can jump from one place to another place. How they move. So they use their bone lah. Okay, they use their bone. So we are going to see how they move. Right? So are you guys clear so far? And then lastly, the diseases related to human skeletal system. Right? The diseases that related. Okay, so far so clear? If clear, can raise up the hand. Okay, clear? Alright. If you guys need rest, please message me. Please put in the comment. Okay. So now we're going to see the 14.1 type of skeleton. So skeletal system provides support to human and animal. There are 3 types: exoskeleton, endoskeleton, hydrostatic skeleton. Okay. So exo maksudnya luar. Skeleton yang ada di luar badan. Right? Human, we don't have exoskeleton. We don't have. Okay? Because luar kita ni semua lembut-lembut saja. Semua our skin only. Tapi animal like crab, luar dia sangat keras. Animal like grasshopper, like insects, luar dia keras. Lagi apa lagi? Like scorpion, luar dia sangat keras. Prawn, udang, luar dia sangat keras. So all this they have exoskeleton, outside punya skeleton. Endoskeleton, like us, like human, we have endoskeleton. Fish, endoskeleton. Tulang dia ada dalam badan sahaja. Luar tak ada tulang. Okay, luar lembut sahaja. Tapi dalam ada skeleton, endoskeleton, inside punya skeleton. Hydrostatic pula ialah dia tak ada skeleton. Dia tak ada skeleton yang keras-keras. Skeleton dia daripada air sahaja. So, for example like worm. You know worm? So worm cacing dia memang tak ada skeleton. Dia tak ada bone. Tapi dia ada hydrostatic. Dalam badan dia ada air. That support and give the animal the shape. Okay, that give the worm shape. Dia bagi bentuk badan dia. Then dia juga bagi support system. So that the worm can move from one place to another. So like worm, they are called hydrostatic skeleton. Okay. So kalau kita baca sini, why importance? So human and animal need the skeleton to enable them to move from one place to another to find food, partner, and also to escape from predator and threat. So most multicellular organisms need support because of their soft body tissue. So exoskeleton are found in insect and crab. Okay, insect and crab. So contoh macam scorpion tadi semua tu lah. Okay, so to give them support and also to protect their body organ and enable this animal to move. That is the importance. Number 2, animal with soft tissue like earthworm, cacing. Like cacing, like leech, lintah. Mereka tak ada tulang tapi mereka ada hydrostatic skeleton to maintain a rigid body shape, to maintain their body shape. Okay, and then endoskeleton functions to maintain body shape, support body tissues, soft body tissues and protect internal organ from injury. So macam kita human, kita ada endoskeleton. So skeleton kita ada rib cage. Rib cage tu dia akan protect our lung, they will protect our heart, okay? They will protect our internal organ from injury. Okay, so far so good. 14.1, any question? If okay, can raise up the hand. Clear, Okay, good. Thank you. So we go to 14.2. Okay, muscular skeletal system of human. Kalau kamu tengok nama dia muscular. Muscular tu maksudnya muscle. Okay, muscle, otot. Okay, all our muscle. Plus the skeleton. So these two system, our muscle and our skeleton, they give the support for our movement and our body lah. Right? So muscular skeletal system of human. Alright. So dekat sini, kita baca dulu. Later I will show a very simple diagram so you can see more clearly lah. Okay, skeletal system. So skeletal system is made up of two. Axial skeleton, appendicular skeleton. Apa benda axial? Axial ini ialah tengah, di tengah-tengah punya skeleton. So contoh kita ada 4. Our skull, tengkorak, our head, tengkorak, our kepala punya ni, our vertebral column. You learn this in last chapter. Chapter 12 pun ada. Vertebral column yang ada spinal cord. So your vertebral column, tulang belakang, and then your ribs, all the ribs, and then the sternum, the breastbone. Sternum ni adalah tulang di bahagian tengah-tengah sini, this part. Okay, so skull, vertebral column, rib cage, and also the sternum. This is the axial skeleton. Skeleton yang bahagian tengah-tengah, axis. Dia macam axis lah. Dia di tengah-tengah. Okay, and then you have the appendicular skeleton. Appendicular skeleton yang tepi-tepi punya. So for example, you have the pectoral girdle, pelvic girdle, upper and lower limb. Okay, so nanti kita tengok apa benda yang dalam tulang-tulang ni. Okay, so yang ni saya tunjuk gambar dulu. Right, this is the overall picture. So I already asked you to print a picture and there's an empty space, right? So now you can take out the picture. Okay, you can take out the picture. Have you paste in the book? Siapa yang belum paste dalam, siapa yang belum print? Who not yet print? Raise up the hand. Who? Oh, ramai yang tak print lagi. Who already printed? Already? I give in the WhatsApp. Okay. So kalau yang sudah print, you can paste in the book and then you can use now. Okay, take out now. Okay, keluarkan sekarang that page. Okay, sekarang kita akan label the bones in our body. Alright. So kalau kamu nak tahu, we actually human, we are born with 270 plus bones. When we are baby, we are born with a lot of bones, 270 something. But as we grow up, the number reduces to 206. From 270 become 206. Mana pergi yang lain? So, yang lain itu sudah fuse. They already join. Okay? Dulu dia 2 bone. Tapi bila kita grow as older and older, the bone can fuse together. So, that's why the number reduces. Okay? From 27 something to 206. So, a normal adult will have 206 number of skeleton. So now we are going to memorize all the 206. Are you guys ready? Okay so bukan 206 lah. Kita takkan memorize semua. Kita just memorize the important one. Okay. Kalau nak hafal semua, kamu boleh jadi doktor sudah. Okay. Mana? Okay, so this is what I explained just now. So skeletal system, exoskeleton, hydrostatic. So I will give this note. You can copy this note, this PowerPoint later in your notebook. Okay, after I already explained everything, I will give this one. Okay, so pectoral girdle is the neck, all the neck bone. Pelvic girdle, all the hip, pinggang. Okay, tulang-tulang yang ada di sekitar pinggang kamu, di sekeliling pinggang. Okay, that one is called pelvic girdle. Okay, then kita tengok sini. Okay, mana okay. So yang ni ialah nama-nama tulang yang kamu wajib ingat. Okay, number 1, axial skeleton first. We look at the axial skeleton first. So number 1, you have the skull, tengkorak kepala, and then at the middle here, middle tengah-tengah ni yang besar ni breastbone kita panggil sternum. Okay, then di tepi-tepi sternum di kiri dan kanan dia ada rib. Okay, rib, tulang rusuk. Dalam Melayu dia panggil tulang rusuk. Kalau kambing ini tulang rusuk sangat sedap. Okay, rib sangat sedap. And then you have your vertebral column. Okay, vertebral column. Ini vertebral column. So skull, sternum, rib, vertebral column. This is your axial skeleton. Okay, clear. Okay, now kita pergi kepada next one. Clavicle. Okay, ini appendicular. So clavicle ialah collarbone. Clavicle ni dekat mana? Clavicle ni dia dekat dia sebenarnya dekat belakang. Kalau kamu tap your shoulder at the back, you can feel your clavicle. Okay, so this is your clavicle. Okay, lepas tu dia ada shoulder bone. So kalau kamu tengok dekat textbook, okay. Sorry. Yang tadi mana tadi? Okay. So, yang clavicle tu ialah collarbone. Clavicle, collarbone. Scapula ialah yang shoulder bone at the back. Okay. You tap your shoulder, right? So at the back. Itu backbone. Shoulder bone. So, clavicle, scapula. So, these two, clavicle and scapula will make up the pectoral girdle. The neck part. Okay. Pectoral girdle. Clear So ini nama lain dia, collarbone, shoulder bone, ini nama yang normal. Nama sains dia clavicle. So clavicle ni kamu nak tahu, kamu tengok askar ataupun polis dia akan letak dia punya pangkat, all the rank, all the stars, they will put on the clavicle lah. Dekat bahagian clavicle. Okay, next. The bone for the hand. Okay, yang ni, this part is called the humerus. Okay, yang ni humerus. Okay, you all do together with me so that you can remember easily. Okay, yang ni ialah humerus, hand bone. Humerus. Okay, next. At this part, dekat sini pula, boleh nampak ke? Guys, can you see? Can you see I'm showing? Boleh nampak Lao Xixing nampak Nampak Wei Shen can see can see okay. So,
yes.
This part from here to here, elbow your elbow, okay, there are two bone. Okay, tengok betul-betul The one that from your anak jari, sepanjang anak jari sehingga sini, okay, this part yang daripada anak jari connect to the end of here, yang ni kita panggil ulna. Ulna. Okay, and then yang di bahagian ibu jari and connect up to the end. Daripada ibu jari sampai sini dia ada satu tulang yang besar. That one we call radius. So macam mana cikgu ingat? Cikgu ingat ibu jari. Ibu jari, jari sini. So yang ni adalah radius. Ulna, anak jari. Anak jari. So anak jari punya ialah ulna. Okay, so that's how I remember lah. Clear? Okay, so dekat sini ada dua bone. Radius yang daripada ibu jari, ulna daripada anak jari. Okay? Alright. Next. Dekat sini. Pergelangan tangan kamu. Dekat sini kita ada carpus. Okay? Carpus. And then, bawah daripada, so kalau tengok tangan ini carpus. Okay, ini carpus. So, bawah daripada carpus kita panggil metacarpus. Okay, so below, dia panggil below lah. Below carpus is metacarpus. Okay, and then all your fingers bone are called phalanges. Okay, phalanges. Okay, dah settle. So daripada atas, humerus, radius, ulna, carpus, metacarpus, phalanges. Okay, clear? Itu saja. Okay, itu untuk tangan. Okay, next on your hip, di bahagian pinggang. Di bahagian pinggang ni ada tulang yang sangat besar. Okay, very big bone. So, big bone itu nama dia ialah pelvic girdle. The whole thing is called pelvic girdle. Pelvic girdle, kalau kita zoom in, kita akan nampak they can be divided into 3. Pelvic girdle ni ada 3 bahagian. So, the biggest part is called the ilium. Okay, ilium. And then, the middle part, near the private part, near, if for male and female, near your private part, there's one bone called pubis. Okay, pubis. And then, dekat bawah itu ada 2 round shape, yang tu kita panggil ischium. So, ischium ni round shape, and then near the private part, your pubic area, sana ada pubis. Pubic ni adalah private part lah, pubic. Sebab tu, kalau di sekitar pubic, di sekitar private part kan dia ada rambut. Dia ada macam hair. So yang tu kita panggil pubic hair. Okay, pubic hair. Lelaki pun ada, perempuan pun ada. Okay, so iaitu kita panggil pubic. So dekat sana tulang tu nama dia pubis. Okay, dekat atas kita panggil ilium. So ilium, pubis and ischium make up the pelvic girdle. Okay, pelvic, pinggang. Kalau scapula and clavicle make up the pectoral girdle. Okay, the neck one. So far okay guys? So far okay? Any question? Okay Okay, next kita turun lagi bawah. Lower limb. We go to lower limb. Yang tadi yang humerus, radius, ulna, okay, carpus, metacarpus, phalanges, pelvic girdle itu semua upper limb. Okay, sekarang kita go for lower limb. Lower limb ni di bahagian bawah lah. Okay, tulang yang paling besar dalam badan manusia. The largest human bone in the body is the femur. Okay, kita panggil femur. Femur ataupun femur. Okay, femur. Cikgu kenapa semua nama dia sangat pelik punya? Nama-nama ini, vertebrae lah, humerus lah, ini semua nama daripada bahasa Itali, Latin. Okay, kenapa Latin cikgu? Because Latin are the scientists that study all this bone. So they are the first who give the name of this bone. So that's why, although we study in English, we follow the name of the Latin one. Okay, sebab Latin yang bagi nama. Kalau Cina yang bagi nama tulang ni semua mesti dalam bahasa Cina. Kalau Melayu yang study benda ni, Melayu yang bagi nama, then nama-nama tulang ni mesti dalam bahasa Melayu. Tapi sebab orang Latin yang jumpa benda ini, so they are the first who give all the names. So that's why we must follow the names of the Latin lah. Okay? Clear? So that's why it's very weird lah. That's why you go, kenapa semua pelik-pelik ni? Latin. Okay, next, femur. Okay, femur is the longest and the largest bone in the body. Bukan largest, sorry, longest bone. Okay, next, dekat sini if at your leg this part. Okay, so orang yang selalu tomoy dia Thai boxing dia akan tendang orang di sini. Dia akan macam tu. So this part is called patella. Okay, kepala lutut. So siapa-siapa ada tak pelajar Melayu dekat sini? Pelajar Melayu angkat tangan, pelajar Melayu. Siapa? Zanting. Zanting bila masa kamu masuk Melayu. Okay, Pak Izzy je ke? Yang lain tak datang? Okay, so ada orang selalu dia suka marah orang tau. Kepala lutut mak bapak kau lah. Dia marah orang tau. Kepala lutut kau lah. Betul tak? Faizin, ada tak? Ada tak orang marah macam tu? Kepala lutut. Kepala lutut ialah patella. So next time kalau kamu nak marah orang, jangan guna kepala lutut mak bapak. Guna patella kau lah. Okay. Your patella lah. You can score in English so. Your patella lah. Okay. Patella itu ialah kneecap. Your knee, this part. Okay. Bawah daripada knee, macam tadi kita ada ulna and radius. So, bawah pada femur, kita ada 2 bone. Okay. Kalau orang yang main bola, dia akan pakai shin pad. Okay, dia akan pakai, ada satu benda dia akan pakai di sini untuk protect dia punya tulang sini. Tulang kering. Melayu panggil tulang kering. So, this part is called the shin bone. Dalam bahasa biasa, shin bone lah. Okay, dalam bahasa sains, dia panggil tibia. Okay, tibia. Ni, shin bone. So yang ni kalau patah sangat susah. So shin bone. At the back of the shin bone, dia ada fibia. Sorry, bukan fibia, fibula. Okay, fibula di belakang tibia. Shin bone itu ialah nama. So I tell you, shin bone, collarbone, shoulder bone. This is a common name. It's not scientific. So kalau nak science punya ialah tibia. Common name shin bone. Okay. Okay. So at the back dia ada satu fibula. Okay. Then sama macam tadi kita ada carpus kan. Kalau dekat kaki punya dia panggil tarsal. Okay. Tarsal. And then lagi bawah metatarsal. And then all your fingers at the leg is called phalanges. Same. Phalanges. Itu sahaja. That is all for the bone. Okay. So kita nak tengok lebih dekat. What is tibia? So kita tengok sini. Letak. Okay. Okay. So you can see here this picture. Okay. Nampak tak? So this is the tibia. Tibia ni besar. At the back of tibia there's a fibula. Okay. Ini tibia. At the back got fibula. And then nampak tak ini? Dekat tulang ni, dekat depan sini ada satu patella. Okay, kepala lutut. Patella. Right, and then here is the tarsal, metatarsal and phalanges. Okay, clear? Okay guys, so far so good. Any question? Sharlene, okay? Sharlene? Okay. Okay, so that is all lah. Okay, so kita revise balik one more time. So skull. Okay, you see all the blue one, all the blue color one are the axial skeleton. So you have skull, rib, sternum, okay, sternum, ribs, and vertebral column. Okay, next, appendicular, you have clavicle, and then you have the scapula, your shoulder bone. So these two will make up the pectoral girdle. And then your hand, you have humerus, and then there's a ulna. Okay, ulna connects to your anak jari. Radius connect to your ibu jari. Carpals and metacarpals and phalanges. Okay, next you have the ilium. Ilium ni ialah tulang bontot kamu dekat bontot. Okay. And then there's a pubis at the private area, pubic, and then ischium. So these three will make up the pelvic girdle. Next, you have the femur, the longest bone in the body, and then patella, tibia at the front, and then at the back got fibula, and then tarsal, metatarsal, phalanges. Okay, so that is all for human skeletal system. Okay. Okay, we rest for 2 minutes and then we continue. We rest for 2 minutes first.
Teacher, which one is the correct spelling of couples? Why is the workbook not same spelling with the textbook?
In the workbook say what? I don't bring my workbook at school.
The workbook, the spelling is not same like the textbook.
For what? For what? Meta?
Couples.
Carpals.
Yes.
So carpus is CARPALPALS lah. If one carpal, one lah. If many, carpals. Why in workbook they spell how?
Textbook write CARPUS, but workbook write CARPALS.
PAL. Carpal. Carpus. Okay. How to say? This one is actually English, you know. This one is actually okay lah. For standardized, we follow textbook. Okay, we follow the textbook. So carpus lah, carpus and metacarpal. Actually it's just the same thing lah, but we follow textbook is more safer. Okay, it's like here you see perkataan ini. Okay, neural canal. Neural is actually come from the word neuron. Okay, neuron. Okay, cervical come from the word cervix. So cervix and cervical is something that refer to cervix. How do I explain? This one English lah. English is the same thing, but just like spine. Spine becomes spinous. Nerve become nervous. So it's carpal come from the carpus. It's actually the same thing, but we follow textbook lah. Okay. Okay, guys. Now we continue to the next one. All right. Just now you have learned that there is vertebral column, which is the human backbone. Okay. So the human backbone start from below the brain. Below the brain, dekat bawah otak. Okay. So you start from below the brain sampailah ke hujung kamu punya bontot. At the end of your back your this one lah. Okay, your bontot lah, bontot belakang lah. Tahu tak bontot? Your ASS lah. Okay, the S. Okay, so the body, the bone start from below the brain sampailah ke bawah. So that is your whole backbone. So the name is vertebral column. Okay, nama dia vertebral column. So the vertebral column can be divided into 5 parts. Okay, so from on top to below, there are 5 parts. We can divide them. Okay, so as you can see in the picture here, in your textbook also you can see. So the first part up to the number 7. Okay, so dia sangat panjang. Dia sangat panjang. Okay, so we can divide into 5 parts. The first part is called the cervical vertebrae. Cervical vertebrae. Kalau kamu tengok perkataan cervical, it means neck. Okay, it refers to all the neck punya vertebrae. Cervical means neck. Okay, cervical vertebrae. Next, second one is the thoracic vertebrae. If you see thoracic, maksudnya chest. Thoracic means your chest, dada kamu. So, from your dada, the whole dada, you have the backbone. So, yang tu kita panggil thoracic vertebrae. Next, dekat perut, dekat bahagian belakang perut, yang tu kita panggil lumbar vertebrae. The fourth part, okay, is called the sacrum. And finally, the hujung sekali, ini kita panggil tailbone. Okay, bone echo punya. So, scientist lah, mereka kata actually caudal ni, kalau in the monkey, it is very long. The caudal is very long because dia ada echo. Tapi human kita sudah evolve. Siapa yang percaya lah, siapa yang percaya kita daripada monyet, mereka akan kata Actually the caudal bone is the evolution. Because of evolution, dia sudah jadi pendek. Kalau in monkey, the caudal or the tailbone will be very long. Tapi for human one, very short. Sebab kita sudah tak ada ekor. So caudal is the tail. Okay, tailbone. Ujung sekali. Okay, so this is your whole vertebrae. So start from your CV, CV kita panggil cervical vertebrae, your TV, thoracic vertebrae, LV, lumbar vertebrae, sacrum, and your caudal. Right? In some book, you will see they write in coccyx. They write as coccyx. Coccyx, caudal, same. Coccyx means tailbone. Tail. Coccyx tu bahasa Latin dia maksud dia tail. Okay, ekor. So coccyx. Okay, so start daripada sini, cervical, dia 7 cervical brain. So cervical brain ni dia ada 7 So start from CV1. Okay, selalunya kalau doktor bila x-ray dia akan tulis C1, C2, C3, C4, C5, C6, C7. Okay, so ada 7. Okay, next T, dia akan tulis T1 up to T12. Okay, T1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 until 12. L, L1 until L5. Sacrum tak ada lah. Caudal tak ada. Okay, so this is a whole vertebral column. Are you guys clear so far? If clear, can raise up the hand. Clear? Okay. So, kita tengok sini Yang ni ialah tulang belakang. So kalau kamu kalau orang yang kurus, you can feel your backbone. You can feel your backbone. Kalau badan ada isi, kalau you a bit plump mungkin kamu tak dapat rasa lah. Tapi kalau kamu kurus, of course you feel your backbone. So dekat bahagian belakang ni, kenapa kamu boleh rasa? Sebab dia memang ada extension. Dia macam panjang di belakang. Okay, so panjang di belakang. So bila kamu sentuh, kamu boleh rasa dia dekat belakang. Okay, so panjang ni kita panggil dia proses. Okay, apa maksud proses di sini? Proses bermaksud pemanjangan. Proses yang kamu belajar dalam English bermaksud proses lah. Kan? Proses membuat. Itu proses. Okay, proses lah. Kamu nak proses membuat kuih. Proses. Tapi proses di sini bukan yang proses tu. Proses di sini ialah extension. Elongation. Dia masuk elongation. Dia pemanjangan. So tulang tu dia jadi panjang sikit. Itu kita panggil proses. Okay, so jangan pening bila tengok proses apa ni? Apa proses ni? Proses di sini maksud extension. Okay, spine extension. Tulang tu dia extend. Itu panggil proses. Okay guys. Alright. So the vertebrae on the different part of the vertebral column different in size and shape. Each vertebrae has an opening known as a neural canal. Canal ni ialah terowong. It's like a long canal. Long canal. Neural is neuron. So kamu belajar kan in the previous chapter your spinal cord. So your spinal cord actually they are found in the neural canal. Okay. Along the vertebral column there's a spinal cord. So spinal cord tu duduk dalam neural canal lah. Okay. So far okay guys? So before we go to this, I show a diagram first. Okay, so this is your backbone. This is your backbone. Nampak tak? Can you guys see Okay, so this is your okay. So zoom. Okay. So you see so kalau dari bawah dia nampak macam ni. This is the cross section. So you see the long part yang ni kita panggil spinous process. dia memanjang ke belakang. Okay, spine. And then yang white ni, putih ni, yang ni neural canal. Where all your neuron, all your motor neuron, sensory neuron, they are found inside here. Okay, they are located inside here. Okay, so nampak dari tepi kamu akan nampak spinous process. Ini spinous process. That's why at the back you can feel the spinal process. Okay, so kalau tepi pula, okay, so dari tepi, okay, di sini ya, this part, yang ni pun ada proses, nampak tak? Proses, sebab dia macam ada panjang sikit. So this process is called transverse process. Okay, transverse process ni, function dia ialah untuk ikat, to tie or to connect the muscle. Dia akan connect muscle. So all the muscle will connect to the transverse process. Proses yang dekat bahagian tepi. Transverse tu maksudnya tepi lah. Okay, tepi-tepi. So you see on the left and right, there's a transverse process. At the back, you have spinous process. Okay, okay. And then at the this white one is the neural canal. Okay, spinal cord punya. And then here you have white thing, right? Okay, white thing ni dia sangat penting Yang ni dia panggil centrum. Okay, centrum yang mana dia akan support. It's like a base that support each other. Dia akan support one bone and another bone on top. So centrum ni di bahagian bawah yang lumbar punya. Lumbar kan kita ada cervical, thoracic, lumbar. Yang lumbar punya centrum sangat besar. Sebab apa? Dia punya base sangat besar sebab dia nak support tulang-tulang yang dekat atas. Sebab tu dia dekat bahagian bawah dia kena paling besar. The size is very big. The centrum. Okay. Nah, yang putih ni. Yang bahagian bawah punya lumbar vertebrae sangat besar. Okay, because dia nak support tulang-tulang yang dekat atas. Okay, are you guys clear so far? Okay. Are you okay? Okay.
Yes.
All right. Now we go back to textbook. Okay. So that's what is meant by process. So you have transverse process, the side one, the tepi punya, yang connect all the muscle. And then you have the spinous, middle is the neural canal, and then centrum. Centrum ialah base dia untuk support all the bones. Right? And then facet ni dia ialah macam mana nak cakap dia is a part from transverse process. Okay, dia sebahagian daripada transverse process. Right? Okay. So sekarang kita skip this part. Kita tengok my PowerPoint. My PowerPoint very simple ni. Okay, kalau tengok textbook, you can refer back lah to the textbook later. Okay, so now we go to the this one. So this is what I explained just now to you guys. So C1 to C7, T1 to T12, L1 to L5. Sacral are 5 bones. They are 5 bones actually. But as you grow older, they fuse. They connect together to become only one bone. So dia hanya ada satu saja. That's why no S1, S2, S3. Tak ada. Dia hanya satu saja, sacral. And then the caudal ataupun coccyx. At first they have 4. But as you grow older, they fuse to become one. So tinggal satu saja, caudal saja. Okay? Alright. So process, it means the extension ataupun the elongation of the spinous and also the transverse. So that's why you got spinous process, transverse process. Okay. So now this is the differentiation. Okay. So for the C1 cervical, the first one C1 C1 nama dia ada special. C1, C2, C3 ni saja yang ada nama. C1, C2, C1 nama dia Atlas vertebrae. Atlas ni maksudnya paling atas. The paling atas punya vertebrae, C1. C2 nama dia axial vertebrae. Axial maksudnya tengah-tengah. And C3 to C7 are all the cervical vertebrae. Okay? So yang paling atas nama dia Atlas vertebrae, axial vertebrae, and then bawah C3 to C7 are cervical vertebrae. So bentuk dia macam ni lah. So untuk Atlas vertebrae dia punya spine very short spinous process. It has neural canal, it has facet, and it has transverse foramen. Foramen ni macam lubang. Okay, dekat dia punya transverse process, dia ada transverse foramen. Foramen ni ada lubang. Dia ada lubang di transverse process. Dia saja yang ada lubang. Dia saja yang ada transverse foramen. Lain punya cervical semua tak ada. Hanya Atlas vertebrae saja ada transverse foramen. Okay, lubang di bahagian transverse process. Next, axial vertebrae. It has a large spinous process, also has neural canal, got facet, and they start to have ondotoid process. Ondotoid ni dia macam centrum. Dia mula nak ada centrum. Okay, mula nak ada centrum. Start to develop the centrum. Okay, and then it also has a transverse process lah. Okay, next. Yang C3 to C7 all has long spinous process, all has facet, okay, all has transverse process, got centrum, but centrum is very small. And then because small lah, sebab dia tak memerlukan, dia tak perlu support orang lain. Kalau yang bawah punya kena support, sebab tu centrum besar. Okay, next. Thoracic vertebrae, very long spinous. So that's why you can, at the thoracic, you can really feel the spinous process. Long transverse process, long spinous process, has middle size of centrum, middle size. Next, lumbar vertebrae, very short spinous, also has neural canal, short transverse process. So kalau kita tengok transverse thoracic, long spinous, long transverse. Kalau lumbar, short spinous, short transverse, but very large centrum. Okay, clear? That is all you need to know. So this is what we can conclude. CV, short spinous, wide and short transverse process, have a pair of transverse foramen. Okay, got and has small centrum. Next, thoracic vertebrae, long spinous, long transverse process, medium size centrum, no transverse foramen. Dia punya transverse process tak ada lubang. Okay, transverse process dia tak ada lubang. So no transverse foramen. Lumbar vertebrae, short spinous process, short transverse process, very large centrum, because need to support the weight of other vertebrae on top. Okay, and also no transverse foramen. Clear, guys? Okay, so far so good?
Yes.
Okay, okay, we proceed a bit more. At 4, we rest for a while. Okay, at 4 o'clock, we rest for a while. Okay, next is okay, we go back to textbook. So you can copy the notes later lah. In the PowerPoint one, we can copy later. Okay. So basically, these are all the same thing, which I explained just now. Right? Okay, now we go to joints. So how are these bones, okay, all the bones, cervical vertebrae, thoracic vertebrae, the radius, the ulna, okay, the humerus, how they are all connected together? They got glue. They don't have any glue. Do they use any paku? No. But how are they joined together to form the whole skeletal system? How? So all these bones are too rigid to be bent without breaking. So you cannot break, you cannot bend, simply bend, because they are very strong. But how are they connected to each other? So they have flexible connective tissue that form the joints. Okay, that form joints. Joints ini ialah gabung, penggabung ataupun penghubung, that holds the bonds together so that movement can take place. We will learn about all these different kind of joints. So joints ialah apa? Joints are points where two or more bones meet together, or cartilage or bones meet. Apa benda ni? Cartilage and the bone meet. Cartilage ni ialah tulang yang lebih lembut. Kalau bone, tulang tu keras. Kalau cartilage, dia tulang yang, you know chicken you eat drumstick, right? So, and then at the drumstick got the white part. Yang white part itu warna putih punya. Yang tu ialah cartilage. Or sometimes you eat, siapa pernah makan ikan pari-pari? Ikan pari. Siapa pernah makan ikan pari? Ray fish Siapa pernah makan ikan pari? Tak pernah makan ikan pari. Don't know what is ikan pari. Ray, stingray. Ray fish lah. Dia selalu orang buat asam pedas lah, apalah. Dia tak ada tulang tau. Tapi dia macam tulang tapi bukan tulang. Dia warna putih punya. Dalam drumstick pun ada. Kalau kamu makan KFC yang bahagian putih tu. So that one is called cartilage. Okay. Okay. So joints are things that connect bones to bone or connect cartilage to another bone. So that is what we call joints. So most joint, they allow the bones to move relative to each other. So there are three types of joints. Joints ni ada tiga. Immovable joints, joints yang tak boleh bergerak. Slightly movable joints yang boleh bergerak sikit. And freely movable joint, dia boleh bergerak freely. Okay, dia boleh bergerak ke mana-mana arah yang dia nak. So immovable joints are, for example, suture at the cranium of the skull. Okay, kalau kamu tengok skull kita, if you look at our skull, it is consists of few bones. This part, the front part, the back part, the down part. So they are connected to each other. So by having a suture. So yang ni tak boleh bergerak lagi. Dia sudah glue. Dia macam gum super glue. Dia glue. So dia join the bones together but you cannot move the bone anymore. Dia sudah mati. Dia sudah gum mati. Dia gum betul-betul kuat. So that one is called immovable joints. So the suture. Okay, at the cranium of the skull. Next, you have slightly movable joint. For example, cartilage disc. Cartilage disc. Kalau kamu tengok dekat vertebral column, okay, dekat vertebral column, we have all the the lumbar and the cervical and also the thoracic vertebrae. Between all these bone, all these vertebrae, there's a white thing called the cartilage disc. So cartilage ni dia boleh menggerakkan kita punya bone. So our backbone can move a bit. Okay, but very slightly lah. Bukan boleh bergerak suka-suka. Very slightly. So it's a cartilage disc between the vertebrae and cartilage between the first rib and the sternum. Dekat sini pun ada. Okay, cartilage. Sebab apa? Sebab kamu belajar kan? Intercostal muscle. Okay, intercostal muscle, external intercostal muscle. So dia nak move during breathe in and breathe out. So dia kena ada cartilage. But it's very slightly movable only. And then lastly, you have the freely movable joint, which is the hinge joints and ball and socket joint. Okay, nanti kita tengok apa benda hinge joint and ball and socket joint. Okay, so we rest for 5 minutes and then we continue later. Okay.
Welcome back, kids. Let's start today's video with an activity. Turn your head. Can you turn it up and down, left and right? Swing your arms. Can you rotate your arms in all directions? Lift your leg. Can you move your legs in circles? Bend your arms and legs. In which directions can they move? Wriggle your fingers and toes. How do they move? You can turn your head and move your arms and legs because these body parts have movable joints. A joint is where two or more bones meet. There are different types of joints. The different types of joints allow the body to move in different directions. Let's learn about the different kinds of joints. The ball-shaped end of one bone fits into the cup-shaped socket of another bone to form a ball and socket joint. A ball and socket joint allow movement in many directions. Back and forth. Side to side. Circular movements. Examples of ball and socket joints are hip and shoulder joints. You all must have seen the door hinge that allows back and forth movements of the door. A hinge joint is similar to it. A hinge joint allows back and forth movements. Examples: elbow joints, knee joints, finger joints, toe joints. A pivot joint allows rotation of a bone about another. Neck joints is an example of pivot joint. A saddle joint allows a bone to slide in two directions, back and forth, and side to side. Example of saddle joints is thumb joints. So kids, now do you know where to find different joints in your body? This brings us to the end of the video. If you have any queries, you can write to us at thestudypod01@gmail.com.
Okay, so just now you watched the video. Do you understand the joints? Apa maksud joints? So it enables the bone and bone to move. Right? So okay, can understand the joints, ball and socket. So you got ball and the socket. So that one, for example, this one here you have ball and socket. So you see, you can move there and here, up and down, round also can. So this is a ball and socket. You also have at the leg, at the pelvic area, near the humerus, no, near the femur. You have one. Okay, and here also you have. Kalau hinge joints, ini hinge joint. You see, I can only move in one direction. I cannot move left and right, cannot. Only one direction. But this one can move anywhere. This one cannot. Only one direction. So at the elbow, at your patella, your leg, only one direction. You cannot move your patella left and right, cannot. Only one direction. And then also at your finger, you see, your finger can like this only. You cannot left and right, cannot. Only got one direction. So at the finger, patella, and also at the elbow. So this is the hinge joint. Okay, clear? So far so good? If good, can raise up the hand. So okay, thank you. Okay, so the freely movable joints, so the freely movable joints, as what you can see just now, so you have the ball and socket and also hinge joints. Okay, so this one you can read later, as what I explained in the video just now. Okay, So at your bone, actually, you have a capsule. Okay, the bone at your elbow, at your patella, they have a capsule. Capsule is the fibrous tissue that close and provide protection to the joint. Okay, to the joint inside here. Joint ni dia bukan ada machine tau. Dia macam system tau. It's a system. Okay, so how does the movement works? Is it by hinge joints or is it by a ball and socket joint? Okay, it's a system how the movement can occur. Okay, so the cartilage is the white thing. When you eat chicken also, you have this kind of white thing. So the function of the cartilage is serve as a cushion to the joint that absorb the shock. So for example, when you jump from high place, you landing to absorb the shock. So you must have a cartilage. The cartilage will absorb the shock when you jump or when you do extreme activity. So the cartilage will absorb the shock and also reduce friction between bone and. Okay, hujung bone itu dia akan provide protection to reduce the friction. So the cartilage also protects the bone from wearing out. Okay, so kalau kamu tak ada cartilage, kamu punya tulang akan friction. So lama-lama akan sakit. Tulang kamu akan sakit gila. Okay, will be very, very painful. So sebab tu dia ada cartilage. So it's a cushion to absorb the shock, to reduce friction and so protect the bone from wearing out. Jadi kering, jadi sakit. Okay, next, the purple line. You see on the purple line here, ini ialah synovial membrane that secrete the synovial fluid. Okay, synovial ni ialah sejenis fluid untuk protection lah. Dia macam minyak. It's like a oil. Okay, that provides the reduce the friction. Okay, so synovial membrane will secrete the synovial fluid into the synovial cavity. Cavity ni adalah ruang, it's a space, synovial space. So the synovial fluid will serve as a lubricant, macam minyak, lubricate that reduces the friction between the ends of the bone. Itu function freely movable joint lah. Dia ada beberapa benda lah, capsule, cartilage, synovial fluid. Okay. Okay guys, so far okay?
Yes.
Alright. Next we go to so apart from the joints, you learn about joints, hinge joints, ball and socket joints. Support and movement also depend on the skeletal muscle, tendon and ligament. Apa pula benda ni? Tendon, ligament. Okay, so remember like this. Okay, so you remember BLB and you remember BTM ataupun MTB. Macam mana lagi senang ingat? MTB and BLB. So BLB meaning bone to bone. So siapa yang connect bone to another bone? Ligament. Okay, ligament. Who connect muscle? M ialah muscle. What connect muscle to bone? T. T ialah tendon. So BLB, MTB. BLB, MTB. Bone, tendon, connect bone to bone. So BTB. MTB, muscle to bone. Okay. So ingat itu saja. Right. So this is another things that also helps to connect the bone apart from the joints lah. Okay, the movable joint, the freely movable lah. Apart from the joint, you also have ligament, connect bone to another bone. You also have tendon that connect muscle to bone. So kalau kamu tengok ayam, if you look at the chicken, they look like this. Chicken drumstick. Okay. So can you see the chicken? Okay. So this chicken, the white part is called the cartilage. Okay, to absorb the shock. Okay, to absorb the shock and act as a cushion. Okay, and then okay, here you have the, okay, kalau kamu tengok, ini, this one yang bila kamu makan ayam kamu nak gigit dia pun susah nak putus. That one is called the tendon. Tendon, apa benda tendon? Tendon dia connect one bone to another bone so that it can move. Okay, tendon. This one chicken tendon. Dia punya urat urat. Melayu cakap macam urat lah, dia punya urat. So dia connect tendon, dia connect bone to another bone. Kalau dia connect muscle to bone, yang tu kita panggil ligament. Kita tengok ada tak chicken ligament. Ada tak? Something like this. Okay, so got muscle and also to the bone. So that one is called the ligament. Right? Lebih kurang macam tu lah. Right? So kalau bone to bone is called the bone to bone ialah tendon, muscle to bone is ligament. Okay, next. Okay, so we see here. So the skeletal muscle, so they have skeletal muscle. So what is skeletal muscle? So skeletal muscle comprise of bundle of muscle fibers with a large supply of nerve and blood vessels. So the skeletal muscle, they work in pairs. So they got two muscle lah. Okay, and act in the opposite direction. So when one muscle contract, bila satu muscle contract, another muscle will relax. When another muscle relax, another muscle will contract. They work in pair. Satu kalau contract, satu mesti relax. Kalau satu lagi contract, yang tadi punya akan relax. So this type of muscles, they are known as antagonistic muscle. Antagonistic ni maksudnya dia opposite muscle. Dia one relax, one contract. One contract, one relax. Antagonistically. Okay. For example, in our body, in our hand, we have the bicep and tricep. Okay. Ini bicep. Tengok. Ini bicep, ini tricep. So, dekat sini ada muscle bicep. Bicep ini, kalau dia contract, yang tricep akan relax. Kalau yang tricep contract, bicep akan relax. So, they work in pair. Antagonistic muscle. Clear? So, antagonistic itu maksudnya dia work in pair. So, the muscle antagonistic ni, kalau muscle itu, when it contract, it pulls the limb, ataupun it pulls the arm, it pulls the organ, it is called flexor. It is called as flexor muscle. Kalau dia contract, dia pull, dia panggil flexor. Kalau muscle tu, when it contract, it extend the limb, it straighten the limb. Okay, it straighten the hand is called extensor. Boleh faham ke? Are you guys clear? So, antagonistic muscle. So, got two. If it straighten the the arm ataupun the organ, okay, when contract only, when contract, it straighten the arm or organ is called as what? Kalau dia straighten during contract, call as what, guys? Can comment now? Flexor ke extensor?
Extensor.
It is called as flexor ke extensor? It straighten the arm when contract.
Extensor.
Extensor. Very good. Extensor. When it bend the arm, when contract, it bends the arm. It is called as flexor. Okay, clear? So for example, our muscle here, our muscle in our hand, tak kisahlah lelaki ke perempuan sama saja. Kamu tengok when I poke my hand when I poke, kalau saya cucuk itu maksudnya contract Okay, bila kalau saya contract, when the bicep contract, my arm will bend. Okay, when bicep contract, arm bend. Bicep contract meaning to say tricep relax, arm will bend. Okay, so bicep ini ialah flexor ataupun extensor guys. Bicep is a extensor ke flexor muscle? This bicep.
Flexor.
It is called flexor because it will pull the arm when it is contract. Okay, so ini pula when it contract. Okay, tengok now contract, relax. Ta-da! Now tricep contract, bicep relax. So when tricep contract, tricep will straighten the arm. So tricep is a extensor. Okay, because when it contract, bicep relax, the arm is straight. Clear? Just now this one synovial membrane releases synovial fluid. Okay, and then ligament is the bone to bone. Tendon is muscle to bone. Okay, MTB, muscle to bone is called tendon. Bone to bone is called the ligament. Okay. Okay guys, so far okay. That is 14.2. Any question? Okay. All right. Okay. Now we are going to 14.3, movement and locomotion. Locomotion ni adalah movement. How the organ can move. Okay, so we are going to see for human arm, how the human arm works, how the leg of human work, how the fish can move, how the bird can fly, how the earthworm can move, and lastly, how the grasshopper can jump from one place to another place. Okay, this one you guys can read in the textbook later, but I'm going to explain using the PowerPoint, so you can see, you can do the PowerPoint later. Okay. Okay, guys, can continue or you guys need rest? Who wants to rest? Or who wants to continue? Raise up the hand. Okay, so we continue first. Okay. So now, movement. Okay, just now, this one. Okay, this one done already. So hinge joint allow only in one direction. Ball and socket allow movement in all direction. Okay. So this is what I explained just now. Skeletal muscle, they work in pair. So contract and relax antagonistically. One contract, one will relax. One relax, one will contract. So when they contract, if they extend the limb, they are called extensor muscle. When they contract, they bend the limb, they are called as flexor muscle. Okay. So we are going to see in this one. This is what I explained just now. Okay, now. Tadang. Okay, now look properly. Look properly. Very simple only this one. The name is new lah. The name is new. But the concept is not so hard to understand. The name, no choice lah. You must memorize lah. Okay, forearm, you have the bicep. Below you have the tricep. Okay, you see my pen now. I choose a green pen. Okay, now tudum. Okay, you see I draw this one. The direction is poking this one. So this is contract. Imagine when I poke something when I cucuk something is called contract lah. Okay, benda tu contract. So bila dia contract, remember kalau bicep contract, dia akan pull the limb. Okay, you see the direction, dia akan pull the limb. Kalau tricep contract, dia akan pull the limb. Faham So kalau bicep contract, dia akan pull the limb which cause the arm to become bent. Kalau tricep yang contract, dia akan pull the limb to become straight. Okay, the arm will become straight. Okay, so you can do in this table. In order to memorize this one, you must do this table. So bicep, they are known as flexor. Tricep ialah extensor. So bicep contract, tricep of course will relax lah. So the limb is bent. Okay. When tricep contract, bicep relax. So when tricep contract, the arm is straightened. Okay guys, clear? Itu saja. That's all. Siapa yang faham? Siapa yang sudah faham? Can raise up the hand. Who already understand? Okay, who still don't understand? Who still don't understand? Want me to repeat one more time? Who want me to repeat another time? I repeat one more time. Kerti. Charlene want me to repeat one more time. Okay. Put down the hand. Okay. Who want me to repeat one more time? Okay. Only one person. Kerti only. Okay, I repeat one more time. Okay, look properly. Look properly. Okay. I rub the whole thing. Okay, cikgu padam semua. For you guys, I padam all. Okay. Now, you must know first, number one, you must know the name lah. Of course, you must know the name. Okay, so this is the knee hinge joint. Okay, this one is a hinge joint or ball and socket. Guys, ini hinge joint ke ball and socket? Like this one. Hinge joint or ball and socket?
Hinge joint.
How about the rest? This is hinge joint, because can move in one direction only. Okay. Alright, now you see here got one muscle. This muscle is called bicep. Here got one more muscle. Okay. This part ini bicep, ini tricep. Okay, so this part is called the tricep. Okay. You see now I will draw my contraction. Okay, my direction. Tenet. So sini contract. When this contract, it will pull the arm up. Kalau tricep contract, it will pull the arm down. Okay guys? Okay, so far okay? So if bicep contract, it will pull the arm up and cause bending. Kalau tricep contract, it will pull the arm down, cause the arm to straighten. Okay? So as you know, they work antagonistically. So bicep contract, tricep will relax. Hence, arm is bent. Okay? Then if bicep relax, tricep contracts, the arm is straightened. Okay ke? Now better? Now can understand? Okay guys, kerti okay? So remember the direction, senang saja. Yang ni kalau cucuk, angkat. Ini kalau cucuk, turun. Kalau cucuk, angkat. Cucuk, turun. Like that only. Kalau dia cucuk tu maksud dia contract. Okay, contract. Okay ke? Okay, who already okay? Can understand already? Okay. Okay, now we go to the next part. The second part is the leg. Leg also is the same thing. Okay, I rub the whole thing. Okay, untuk leg pula, dia sama saja. Okay, cumanya kena ingat nama lah. Malasnya nak lap ni. Hang lah my this one. Nah. Okay. Now for the leg one. Okay, leg kita macam ni. Ni patella. Okay, ni kita punya tibia. Okay, tibia and also our this is our femur. Okay, femur. Ni tulang dia. Okay, tapi sekarang kita bukan bercakap tentang tulang. We are talking about skeletal muscle. Muscle yang bekerja antagonistically. So, at the femur, you have this one. Kaki kamu dekat bahagian sini, this part. Okay. Nama dia ialah apa? Apa nama dia? See your textbook now. Apa nama dia? Nama apa? Hi guys. Ada tak? Yang bahagian atas kaki tu nama apa? So, on top of the leg is called the quadriceps femoris. Okay, it's called quadriceps femoris. Yang di bahagian bawah kaki kamu, okay, yang tu dipanggil sebagai bicep femoris. Ini je, nama ni je kamu kena hafal lah. Ini tak ada pilihan lah. Okay, now kalau cikgu buat arrow ni, ini apa maksud dia guys? Apa maksud dia? Suli, how? What is the meaning when I do this arrow? It means what? This muscle is, yes, contract. So if this muscle contract, dia tak ada pushing tau. Dia tak ada pushing. Dia semua pulling. Okay, contract saja ingat. Dia kalau contract, dia mesti pulling. Dia tak ada pushing. Tak ada. So pulling, go this direction, A, or go this direction, B. Mana satu? Kalau dia contract, dia pulling. If pulling is A or B? Guys, comment. Faster.
A.
How about the rest? Nicholas? Kemi? Zanting? A or B? The direction. You must know the direction. A lah. Because pulling you pull something of course go towards you lah. Mesti pergi dekat kamu. Takkan pergi jauh daripada kamu. Right or not? So, the direction is A. Sama macam tadi. Same like just now. If you see just now, here contract, of course it will pull. Go to the direction. Kalau sini contract, mesti dia pergi sini. Dia takkan pergi lagi jauh. Understand? Okay, so here go to A. So, dia kalau go to A, ingat, dia mesti straighten saja. Betul? If you move your leg, kalau pergi ke atas, mesti straight saja. So, when quadriceps contract. Mana? Quadriceps, when they contract, the leg is straightened. So, kalau quadriceps contract, of course, bicep relax lah. Okay, now, kalau bicep yang contract, I do this arrow. Bicep contract, Direction go to where? A or B? Guys. Here contract, the direction go to where? A or B? Yes, of course the direction will go towards the A lah. Okay, A. So kalau dia A, if you experiment your leg, kalau dia A maksudnya dia akan bend. It will bend. It will go like this. The leg will go like this. Because it's bending, go towards here. Sebab sini contract. So when bicep contract, now bicep contract, quadricep relax, leg is bend. Like that only. Okay, simple. Okay, guys. So you see, when bicep femoris contract, okay, it will pull the femur. It will pull the femur. Okay, so the femur ataupun the and pulls the femur, so that the leg is bent. Right? When quadricep femoris contract, it will straighten the calf. Okay, it will straighten the leg. Sorry, ini bukan femur. Ni tibia ni. Okay. So, the leg is straightened. So, that is how you can walk. Right? So, it is by the antagonistic movement of the bicep femoris and quadricep femoris. Okay, guys. So far, okay? For leg. Any question for leg?
No.
Okay, Okay. Next, we go to number 3. Fish. So fish, they move because they have myotome. Okay, so in your textbook you can see that their muscle is a W-shaped one. The W-shaped one. Their muscle are all in W shape. So that one is their muscle. Okay, in their body. So this muscle is called myotome. Okay, so now see properly. If left myotome. Okay, so they have right myotome and left myotome. So on the left one, if here contract, same like just now lah. If here contract, it will pull the tail. Go to left or right? If left, yeah, go to left. Okay, opposite direction. Okay, if right one contract, the tail will move to right. So like that only. So if left myotome contract, right myotome relax, so the tail will move to left. If right myotome contract, tail will move to right. Okay, left myotome relax. So in sentence, how you want to write? So you can write like this. So tail movement pushes the fish forward. Muscle on the left side. Okay, on the left side contract. The left myotome when contract, they will pull the tail to the left. Hence, the tail will whip to the left. Right? And then when the muscle on the right side contract, it will be pulled the tail to the right. So the tail will whip to the right. So that is how the fish move in water. Okay, guys, clear? Okay, next we go to the bird. Okay, the bird, they move their wings. Okay, so their one are called pectoralis. Pectoralis. So you learn pectoralis, right? It's the neck, pectoral girdle. So it's somewhere around the neck. So bird, they move their wing around the neck. So at the bottom part of the body is having the muscle. The muscle name is pectoralis major. Okay, major. On top one is called the pectoralis minor. Okay, clear? Below part is called the pectoralis major. The upper part of the body is called the pectoralis minor. Okay, so now same thing. If here contract, you see my direction. I put my arrow here. It means pectoralis major contract. Okay, what happened to pectoralis minor, guys? When pectoralis major contract, what happened to pectoralis minor?
Relax.
Pectoralis minor will relax. So when pectoralis major contract, pectoralis minor relax. So it will pull pull or push? Pull the wing up or push the wing push the wing up or pull the wing down?
Pull the wing down.
So here contract, it will pull the wing down. So the wing will flip downward. Okay? So you write pectoralis major contract, pectoralis minor relax. So the wing is pulled downward. Okay, downwards. Okay, now when pectoralis minor contract, pectoralis major, right? Pectoralis major will relax. Hence, so now here contract. Here contract, of course, the wing is pulled upward. Okay, guys, clear? By then, you know, this is antagonistic. Okay, clear, guys? The name you must memorize, but the concept is the same for all. Okay, so far so good. If okay, can raise up the hand. Yeah. Okay. So the textbook one you guys read by your own, So I won't using the textbook lah. Okay, because nak cepat. Okay, now we go to the number 4. Number 4 is a bit different, just a bit only different. So we go number 5. We go grasshopper first. Okay. Because number 5 one a bit different. We go number 5. Grasshopper. Grasshopper one same. Grasshopper one like human one. Tadi kalau human one, our leg, this is our leg. So here is called the quadriceps femoris. Here is called bicep. Okay. Tapi for grasshopper, this is grasshopper leg. So here is called extensor. Senang saja, extensor. So you tengok nama pun you sudah tahu, extensor, meaning when this contract, of course the leg will become straight. Okay, the leg will become straight. And below one is called the flexor. That is the name for grasshopper. Dia tak ada nama yang scientific. So flexor. So if flexor contract, the leg will be bent. Okay, when flexor contract, the leg will be bent. When extensor contract, the leg is straightened. So you see, before the insect want to jump, the extensor will contract. The flexor will contract. So flexor will contract, extensor relax, so the leg is bent. Okay, so the leg is bent towards the body of the grasshopper, and the leg will form like a Z shape. Okay, macam ni. Ini leg dia. So ini ialah grasshopper lah. Okay, just imagine this is a grasshopper. So this is the leg of the grasshopper. So because here, inside here is flexor is contract, so that's why the leg is bent towards the body and form Z shape. Okay, and when the insect want to jump, the extensor will contract. The extensor will contract and cause the arm to become straightened. So before the arm is straightened, they will actually produce a catapult force. Catapult ini is like a gun, it's like a, it's like a momentum, like they will have like the momentum. That is called the catapult effect. Okay, for example, when you shoot something, boom, you have the effect, boom. So that one is a catapult. So when the grasshopper, you see, they want to jump, they will bend their leg as close as possible to produce the force. Then they release their leg. The leg is straightened. Boom. Oh, they can jump very far. They will produce the catapult force. Okay, clear? So that is for grasshopper. So when jumping, extensor contract, cause the leg to be straightened, flexor relax, so the grasshopper can jump. Okay, guys, clear? Good. So far, so good. Okay. And the last one is the worm. Okay. The worm one is like this. So the worm, if you see this picture, if you see your textbook, okay, they are composed of inside and outside. So the inside one, if you cut the worm, you can see the inside one, they are longitudinal muscle. They're straight line. And then there's outside one is the circular muscle. So the one that you see outside of the worm is actually the circular muscle. Inside, they have the longitudinal muscle. So this circular and longitudinal muscle, they work antagonistically. Meaning one will relax, one will contract. One will contract, one will relax. Okay, guys? So remember, inside one is the longitudinal, outside one is the circular muscle. Okay? So now what happened? How the movement is produced. So when longitudinal muscle contract. When the inside one, the long one, they contract. Circular will relax. So when they contract, the worm will become shorter and thicker. Okay, shorter and thicker. And then when the longitudinal muscle relax, circular muscle contract, the worm become longer and thinner. So like this. So this one, if you see here, so this one is during very thick. You see very thick and very short. Okay, so this is when the longitudinal muscle contract. So longitudinal muscle contract, circular muscle relax. So the worm will become short and thicker. Right? And then this part you see very long, right? This part is when the circular muscle contract. Circular muscle contract, longitudinal muscle relax. So the worm will become longer and thinner. Okay, guys? Clear? That is all for all the movement in all the 6 type of animal. Human, we got leg and hand, and then the worm, the grasshopper, and so on. Okay, guys? If okay, can raise up the hand. No question? Okay. So now, so like that only lah for locomotion and movement. Okay. All right. So we have 50 more minutes. So I'm just going to be very quick because the rest is just the disease only. Okay, the rest is the disease. Okay, so we are done. So for further explanation, you can read lah. You can read your textbook and understand the textbook. Okay, understand the notes from the textbook. Okay, now the last part is the health issue related to human health issues. So this one usually come out in section C, essay question. Okay, usually this one will come out in essay question, so you must know lah. Okay, we rest for 2 minutes first. Rest for 2 minutes first. Okay, guys. So health issues, So there are several things that can affect our human skeletal system. Okay, so among the famous disease is what we call as osteoporosis. So if you see see this word, osteo means bone, poro, it comes from the paw. Paw tu apa? Pore. What is paw? Anyone? Can you guys comment what is the meaning of paw? Anybody? Meaning of paw? Chua Devina? What is the meaning of paw? Paw.
Bend, teacher.
Huh?
Bend.
Bend? No.
Big holes.
Holes. Very good. Holes. Lubang. Okay, paw lah. The small paw at your skin. Your skin got paw, right? Liang. Lubang. So osteoporosis meaning the bone has many lubang. Why? Okay. So osteoporosis is a bone disorder characterized by a weak bone. So because many lubang inside the bone should be very dense one, should be very highly density, should be very packed with all the calcium and protein and so on. Tapi dalam tulang yang orang ada osteoporosis, dia banyak lubang. Why banyak lubang? So when banyak lubang, it become weak lah, become weak bone. So as a person become aging, as the person grow older, the rate of calcium loss is higher compared to the rate of calcium absorption. When you are a baby, you easy to absorb a lot of calcium from your food, from your milk. But as you grow older, the loss of calcium is more than the one that you can absorb. Okay? So it causes a loss in the bone mass or the bone density. So your bone become less density lah. So among the contribution factor, among the cause are lack of exercise and low intake of calcium, phosphorus, and also vitamin D. So this person lack of calcium, phosphorus, vitamin D. So this is very common among women. It is more common among women than in male. So you see perempuan yang bongkok lebih ramai dari bongkok. Bongkok ni maksudnya dia punya body curve down. So curve down, it is more prominent, more famous in selalu terjadi kepada perempuan lah, more than happen to guy. Because why? Because estrogen. As you know, estrogen, you learn in chapter 13, the hormone. So estrogen is a ovary. Ovary will release estrogen. It's the female hormone. So when women reach menopause, when they cannot give birth anymore, when they don't have any period, they don't have any period lah. Dia sudah tak ada period, dia punya estrogen level will drop. So this is one of the factors also that cause their bone density to become weak. Okay. So what you can do, the person must drink a lot of milk and take a lot of calcium and vitamin D. Okay, so they can drink Enlin. Enlin milk lah. Enlin, apa lagi I know Enlin only. Lagi apa tak ingat lah. Okay. So you see, this is the normal bone, ada lubang, tapi yang osteoporosis lebih banyak lubang. Lubang dia lebih besar. Right? So this is osteoporosis. Next, osteomalacia. Malacia is the curve of the bone. The bone become curved. Okay, so it's the soft bone condition due to the lack of calcium, phosphorus, and vitamin D. So you see, dia punya kaki jadi sengit. Okay, curve down. So osteomalacia is occur among adults, especially in pregnant women. So pregnant women, usually when they are pregnant, they are lack of these vitamins because they share with their kids, they share with their baby. So the mother will have lacking of vitamins and also calcium. So this will cause the bone to become weak. Okay, the leg bone will become weak. And then they also need to support, they also need to carry extra weight. The baby is heavy, so they need to carry. So this will cause their leg to become bent. That's why they are more famous in pregnant women. And this disease, the name is called rickets if it occur in children. So children, if got bent leg, we call rickets. If adult, we call osteomalacia. Okay, kalau orang besar osteomalacia, kalau budak-budak rickets. Okay, rickets cause the softening and weakening of the children bone and cause them to cannot stand properly lah. So their leg will become bent. Next is called the arthritis. Okay, arthritis ataupun it's called arthritis. So arthritis is a type of arthritis among the elderly, is osteoarthritis. Okay, arthritis is what? Decrease in the synovial fluid. Just now you learn synovial fluid. It's the lubricant. So that reduces friction among bone and bone. Okay, it reduces friction. Tapi person who have arthritis, dia punya synovial fluid sudah kering. Okay, sudah dry up. The synovial fluid already dry up. So this will cause what? Cause the joints to become very swollen and very painful because there's a lot of frictions in the fingers. So this is called arthritis. And lastly is the scoliosis. Scoliosis is the bone, is the backbone, the vertebral column become S in shape. S shape ataupun dia jadi C shape. Dia jadi bengkok ke kiri ataupun ke kanan. Kalau osteoporosis, dia bongkok ke bawah. Kalau scoliosis, dia sengit. Okay? So, it's the bending to the side forming a S or C shape when viewed from the back. Scoliosis may be caused by genetic factor, okay, genetic or abnormal growth of the backbone during puberty development. So, as you grow up, there's some problem lah, abnormal lah, that cause the bone to become bent, to become sengit. It is not because you carry heavy things, no, not related at all. If you carry big things, not related at all. It won't cause scoliosis. Scoliosis is because of genetic and also because of abnormal growth during growth time. Okay. So what you can do to maintain a good muscular and skeletal system? Number one, you must maintain a good body posture. Okay. So when sitting, when sleeping, when walking, make sure you stand properly. Make sure you have a good body posture. We should not slouch when standing or sitting. You know slouch, sit like this. You sit like this. Macam orang malas. That one will cause exert pressure. You will exert extra pressure on the vertebral column. Okay, so your vertebral column, you cause extra pressure on your backbone, which will result in misalignment. Your backbone can lari in shape. So this condition will prevent circulation of blood and suppress the nerve and also vital organ. So you can press other vital organ. So make sure you sit properly so that do not exert, you do not give extra pressure to your backbone. Next, wear a proper attire. Don't wear tight attire, ketat-ketat punya. Because this will restrict the blood circulation and will affect your musculoskeletal system. So make sure you wear shoes. Make sure you wear a suitable shoes, okay, with a low heels and cushion. Don't wear high heels, no. Although very beautiful for girls to wear high heels, but it can injure your body, okay, because you are exerting too much pressure on your leg to maintain your body. To walk like a model, you are exerting a lot of pressure to your leg. So it will cause your leg to become painful. Okay, and lastly, exercise. Okay, exercise and also eat balanced diet so that you have enough phosphorus, vitamin D, and also calcium. Okay, guys? Yeah, so that is all for chapter 14. Any question? No question. Thank you. Okay, so later on I will give exercise. Okay, so you guys can do. And also I already give the module, the TVT, Ticket to Victory, TVT module. So you can do that module also and find out the answers. And also the yellow module that you buy, also you can do the question inside there. Yesterday, got some student already do, and they come and see me to ask the how to get the correct answer. So it's good. So do the exercise, and then anything you don't know, you can ask me. Okay, guys? Any question? If no question, can raise up the hand. No question, raise up the hand. Okay. So no question. Okay, so thank you guys. So I hope you learned something new today. Although it's very much, but no, cannot do anything because next week I won't be around. Okay, so I will tell the monitor later what to do tomorrow. Okay, so that is all for today. Thank you everyone. So happy weekend and see you guys next week. Okay, bye bye. Okay, thank you, bye bye, bye bye. What happened? What will happen if our spinous process broke? Does it affect our nervous system? Spinous process broke. Okay. So, yes, it will affect your nervous system. If it grow too long, abnormal growth. We are talking about abnormal growth. Usually this happen as you are aging. Okay, when you are aging, when you grow older, your body sometimes needs more support. Okay, because you are growing older, so your body needs more support. What happened? Your spinous process will actually grow more and more. The process will actually elongate more and more because to provide you more support. And this condition will cause a nerve issue because why? It will press on the nerve, it will press on your spinal nerve, it will press on your peripheral nerve. When they grow too long, they will press your nerve, and then once they press the nerve, you will have problem in transmitting the message. Okay, and then you also will feel very pain on the part where they press the nerve. Okay, so yeah, so it's a problem lah. It will affect your nervous system. You will feel pain, and your signal may have problem. Sometimes you cannot raise your hand. Okay, sometimes your hand feel very not so active. When you hold thing, you cannot hold easily because the message cannot be passed efficiently because there's a blockage. The spinous already pressed on the nerve. So this person can feel very pain, sometimes feel the neck very pain. Okay, so these are the issues lah when they grow too long. And if broke, and it doesn't touch any other nerve, it's okay lah. But if they broke and they become very sharp, and then they press on other nerve or other blood vessels, and yeah, it's a big problem lah. Okay, it will block the blood circulatory and also block the nervous system from transmitting the message. Okay? Okay, thank you. Okay, bye-bye. See you guys.